It takes one person, it takes you, and it takes me, and then it takes you. So don't think about how big the problem is. Don't think about the massive issues we've had in the past. Think about right now and what you can do in your home. At the recycling depot. We decided to come and catch up and see if there have been any changes, what are the challenges going forward. Here is a heap of plastic bottles, which none of them have lids on, so it just shows you that you need to take your lids off, because otherwise people will have to. Your ladies come and take off all the lids.
And for me it was wonderful actually to get in the 20 ladies sorting, to do the sorting. I can see the difference immediately, and the volumes is all of a sudden just so much to get baled, and at this stage my one baler is standing, so I only got one baler. That's why the pile of blue bottles is lying outside, because I don't have the capacity at this stage to get it baled.
And folks, a baler is something that compresses all the plastic or all the cardboard together and literally puts it into a bale. And those bales is what Chantal sells to?
Yeah, to George or Cape Town.
To George. A little bit, the Knysna community then came in and bought some donations run by RENEW Knysna. How's that helped you?
Well, they're actually paying the 20 ladies each and every week. So yeah, without their help I couldn't make it. So yeah, I just want to say to RENEW Able Knysna a big thank you for their help and support. Also the Knysna people out and everybody who supports me and helped me, who gave donations and who gave some money, I really appreciate it.
Just after that, a group of just passionate people got together. Some worried about the look in the middle of town, some this, some that, but just everyone has the one goal in mind, and that is to educate the people on the recycling. We started a Facebook page, and these, as I said, are all volunteers, so it's really exciting to see a community getting together and doing this little thing. We'd like possibly more people, if they feel they can join, to just contact the Renewable Knysna.
So yeah, tell us, what is it called?
Okay, so it's RENEW Able Knysna. Pledge were kind enough to let us use their name. Theirs were Renewable Pledge, so they've already invented the wheel, they got it going.
Right.
So they said, yeah, no, we can use Renewable Knysna. And yeah, so you must join that Facebook page, because then you'll always be up to date. And we made this list. We went to Chantal. I made a whole long thing, and I went there and I literally ticked off each and every one with her, because as I said in the last video, it actually does change. The price of recycling stuff is really not great. So yeah, and
So
she mentioned no common mixed paper,
Common
for
mix,
example. So we have office paper and cardboard, and then we've got a lovely big thumbs down to newspapers, magazines, flyers, etc, etc, etc. Long life cartons. That one is always getting asked.
Yeah,
so you just print this out, you put it on your fridge and what have you, and that kind of helps to a large degree.
Isn't it crazy that in Knysna we cannot recycle newspaper? I mean, that's just, I think that was a mind blow for everybody.
Everyone's mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't want to push the people out there too hard, because now it's a big thing for them to get used to. With all these products we don't take at this stage, so yeah, we don't really want to push the people too hard.
Okay. So guys, go out and join Renewable Knysna's Facebook page. On that Facebook page they're going to tell you what they're doing, they're going to update it. So this particular list of what you can and can't recycle is going to change, possibly on a weekly, possibly on a monthly basis, possibly on an annual basis, we don't know. But if you want to take responsibility, you can go and get this, and you'll know exactly what you can do for your town. The second thing we want to just touch on is money. Now we're not,
It's a big one.
yeah, it is a big one, but we're not pushing for money. But if somebody would like to donate, where does the money go to?
Okay, so there is a bank account that people have been donating into, and since we're video, people have been bringing cash into the shop, which all goes into the same bank account, and that's been paying the casuals, the ladies, to get rid of the backlog. You saw Chantal opening that bag, how little of that was recyclable.
Right.
So that is labor intensive. We are generating so much waste, and so the ladies are catching up with the backlog. It's getting baled. And I can see also that, because there is so much, transport might possibly be needed. Who knows? But at the moment, we're paying. I think last week it was about 9,500 rand for the casuals.
Wow.
They're working so hard.
And that
yeah.
9,500 rand came from
Public.
community of Knysna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're challenging businesses, we're challenging friends. I had a lady who's not on Facebook, but she was in a book club,
Yes.
and the whole book club was talking about it. So she brought in money, she asked for the list. It was very, very nice. It's so
wow.
cool. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about what happens next month.
Well, I'm supposed to have these ladies, if the financial is right, we still need the ladies for next month. So yeah, I would really ask the people out there to still bring donations and come forward with donations, because we still need 40,000 for next month. It's 10,000 per week, so we still need 40,000 for next month just for labourers.
Guys, we're looking for 40,000 rand for 1 month. 40,000 rand to get through all of this stuff and to get Chantal's business up and running. I know in the last video you mentioned that if it doesn't have a number, it goes into the black bag, unfortunately.
So there's been a lot of argument about this number thing, and I suppose Debbie, our local specialist, says it's confusing everyone, and she's actually right. It is confusing to everyone. I think keep it simple. This page has done it nice and simply. If it doesn't have a number, it should do. What Chantal says is, she says soft plastics. So soft color plastics and soft plain plastics, if you can, you put them separately. And I recently discovered that she actually had one in her bag that she did reject. You know the sandwich things, they have a number 1 on them, a PET number 1.
Yeah.
Now PET is recyclable, in fact.
Oh, the sandwich holders.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I read that nowhere is that recyclable, and she did in fact reject that. So
Yeah.
again, find out. Is
Yeah.
maybe that she's not taking it, maybe someone else will. I don't know. It's so complicated, and I don't think any one town or any one person is going to have all the answers, because it changes machine to machine, etc., etc., etc. So the best as it stands is to work on this sheet. And what you're not sure about, you can ask Renewable Knysna. One of us will walk over to Chantal. I keep a lot of my stuff that's not on here, and I send it to Grandson when I go and visit my mom, because there's a guy here that takes it all.
Yeah.
He's got a chipping machine. So Knysna doesn't necessarily take 1 to 4. Remember when we did that and she opened the bag? It didn't occur to me that you hadn't quite got that as how I got it.
Yes.
Because obviously I'm so into all of this.
Yes.
I was shocked to see that. I've been working on numbers because the municipality told me. I did my research, I did my due diligence, and I've got that sheet that said 1 to 7, so I emailed Natalie. But the 1 to 4 thing is complicated, because it depends again on the machine. Each machine is different, because the numbers have different chemicals in them, so they melt at different temperatures, give off different gases. So does this guy have this machine, but he might not have an extraction, so it goes on and on and on. It's really something. So we're working on this, and the sad truth is that I suspect that a lot of the stuff that she says might get to the end person who's accepting it, and he might still reject it. That's why really the only solution is to try and refuse. Okay.
I've recycled for a very long time, and I realize I've been doing it wrong. Or I haven't been doing it wrong, I've just maybe been misinformed. So apart from using common sense and putting things into the recycling clear bags that I thought were recyclable, I've realized from watching the video that even though the items go to the recycle area, they aren't being recycled adequately. So I have to rethink what I'm going to pop into the recycling bag, and then make an alternative arrangement with the items that should be recycled but cannot be recycled.
Driving around and everything as well, I used to just use that particular can or whatever that was doing, and then just throw it away over the window. So not thinking,
What really struck me as quite bizarre was that you look at the recycling plant. It's an official recycling plant with mountains of recycling, and you watch women climbing over these bags and bags of recyclable material, and I use that term loosely at this point because there is some confusion. And not one of the people is wearing any protective gear. So the woman who runs the show, Chantal, is wearing slip-slops, and all of the staff are in normal clothing with no gloves, and I just found that astounding.
In 2 weeks, the Knysna community has got together and made such a huge difference. Each individual person's input has really changed the way people see things and how we've been doing our recycling. The road is long, but there's certainly been change. Thank you to all the Knysna residents for playing your part and your role in making this a better place. What is this over here? Look at this beautiful thing.
So this is an eco brick. It's not a solution. Obviously the best solution always is to not buy plastic in the first place, but that's not very realistic right now. So anything that you know can't be recycled, like this is a coffee bag, this is laminated paper, etc, etc. Heat print paper like little slips and so forth goes into the eco brick. It's going to be really compressed, and they will be building houses, they're laying the crags, building a barn with them. So there's always a place that's looking for the eco bricks, and that's what I do with them. They're made out of the 1.5 litre Coke bottles, which you can pick up on the side of the road. This comes from the side of the road.
Wow, that is very cool. So to get that laminated A4 paper in there, you've just literally cut it up and thrown it in there.
Yeah, this is the end of for example, a Ziploc, tie, and you can find it wherever you go. The small pieces that pick up on the beach go into my eco bricks and so on.